Hey everyone, I know we all have lots of doubts, lots of queries related to studying abroad. So today I'm going to clear all those queries in just a couple of minutes and I hope you will love it. So the thing is, like, from where we should start and what is the end of it, like how much documentation we need and everything. So I would recommend you to visit my channel and you will get everything. But in this video, I'm going to tell you thoroughly like what are the things which are required, like the basic things I'm going to tell you. So in the beginning, you have some important documents which are really important, like your documents like passport, PAN card, your Aadhaar card you should have, and most important thing, they should have same data written on it which are written on other documents. That means your name should be same. Sometimes we have spelling errors in our other documents that should not be which is not appropriate, which is not acceptable when you will apply for visa or for your further steps. After completing your documentation and you are prepared for your IELTS exam, either you can go with your conditional offer letter or you should go with your offer letter. I have made this video as well, you can go and watch it out. Okay, now when you are done with your offer letter, or I can say when you're done with conditional offer letter and now you have gave your IELTS exam, then your agents or you can apply to your university that you have scored this much amount of band in your IELTS score and you can go through with that. So guys, after you get your offer letter, after you have done your IELTS, now next when you're done with your IELTS examination and you got your offer letter, now you should go with your fees, which can be divided into two types. If you're going with your loan procedure, then you should go and visit your bank and ask them all the queries and the documents which they really want when you are going to have your study educational loan or the student loan, they say basically. And if you are going to pay directly, then you have a column in your offer letter where they will tell you this is the total estimated fee which you have to pay. If you will pay that fees earlier, then definitely you will not face any trouble, because later on the fee changes and it is totally written on your offer letter that this payment or this kind of situation is presently when on the date of the offer letter was generated, and later on it can change or it can vary. So I hope you got this point. Now you have to pay your fees and there is a deadline as well available on your offer letter. Like initial fees you have to pay. Initial fee, maybe it was around 2500. It was mine was 2500, so I had paid that much amount. That was initial fee you have to pay if you want to secure your seat in that college or your university. Like students usually just file 2 or 3 colleges or the universities if they are planning for study abroad, so they have to secure their seat for the deadline, before deadline, so that the college or the university came to know that they are going through with your college, they are not pursuing another one. Now the very next step, after when you are done with your fees, like your tuition fee, what you should do next step, which is your GIC, guys, which I think you should go with, or you can go with your medical examination, which is required in your visa processing. Now if you're going with your agents, your procedure is going with your agents, through your agents, then you should ask them what are the documents which are required. Just sum up all those things and just gather everything and just give all to them, because your next step will be your SOP. Your next step is your medical examination or your GIC. These two things, GIC and medical test, is done by you only. Agents will not do anything. They just demand some documents from you when you are done with that. And your SOP, either you will write it your own or you can just go with your agents, they will help you out with that. I hope you got it. And after you are done with all this procedure, you will just find your visa. And guys, after visa, definitely you will get that. You will have your own stamp on, you will have your stamp on your passport of your destination country, and you will fly then. This is the basic things which you need to do if you're planning for the study abroad. So I hope you got all the procedures. I have told you all these procedures so clearly and so shortly, but trust me guys, it's really little hard to practice if you have some documentation errors. But if there is no error and you are doing everything so early, then you will not face any trouble. In fact, you will reach to your destination country so early. So that's the good thing. I hope you like this video. If you liked it, just show me your love with the likes as well the subscriptions. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.